What I wanted to talk about first was a little bit different for what I usually handle in the lives. Gosh, it's a pretty down deep subject, and what brought it on was I was in one of the Facebook groups, not mine, but one of them. I signed up for a variety pack of them just so let's see what people were doing, right? And an anonymous participant, and the reason this is important because the lady, I assume it's a lady just because most of the spinning groups are women, not exclusively, but the majority. So I'm guessing lady, and I'm guessing from UK because of some of the phrasing in the comment, but an anonymous participant said specifically that she was posting her comment as anonymous because she was worried about feeling stupid. And isn't that sad? That hurt me. It's terrible because what hurt, and you're like, well, what's her comment? Honestly, her comment was such a sensible thing that I would think everybody would want to know. And she raises sheep, this particular person, which once again I'm assuming she has pulled Dorsets and is saying she gets near nothing for the wool, which I totally am with you there, and wants to know what is the process from going from the fleece to something that people might want to buy. What a great question. What a great question. I would think anybody with sheep or any other fiber animal for that matter would want to know that. And spinners, crafters, anybody looking for wool, felters, all that, you'd want to know that too, because it's just good information. You want to know what's involved with the product that you're using. So what I'm bringing this up for was, it just really hurt me that this person felt that in order to get the answer to her question, but not be told how stupid or ignorant she was, that she had to bring it up as anonymous. That was, please, that was a great question. That was such a good idea. And I would think that, gosh, near anybody would want to know what it takes to get the wool from your sheep into the hands of someone who wants the wool. Now, true, it doesn't mean that the wool you have will be super valuable. Maybe it isn't a popular one at the time, because if you haven't noticed, it does seem to kind of be like fashion where certain ones are popular, then, oh no, this one, and then we'll do that for a little while. Then we go to another one, and which is cool. That makes it fun. And if this person is perhaps watching this, pulled Dorset is basically what we have. We have a Dorset mix, just a commercial flock, and I pick a couple fleeces every shearing that we have, and it's great wool. It's great wool. It's super versatile. I use it for all kinds of stuff, and it doesn't really felt, which is awesome because that's one of the things that people are so worried about. They spend all this time, getting the wool ready and then knitting it or whatever it is they decide to do, and then it felt up on them and they're like, dang it. And whereas Dorset is terribly hard to felt, which is great if you're making things that you don't want to felt. So there is definitely opportunity there for someone who's interested in Dorset wool. Now, I have to admit, whether it's worth it or not for the person raising the sheep to go to the work to get that fleece into the hands of someone who wants it, especially if they don't want it raw, if they want it processed somehow, that takes more time and, to be blunt, quite a bit of money. But it might be worth it to that person. It might not be. I don't know. But either way, circling back, all that, I'm assuming all that gal wanted to know was how to better use her fleece. That was a great question. It's really so sad that she felt that she had to kind of hide behind anonymous participant to get an answer to a reasonable question. That's not how things should be. It's wonderful that she asked, and what an important thing to know. But I get where she's coming from. I have noticed that sometimes you put up a question and for some reason it seems like there's a certain, I don't know if contingent, group of people that seem to just want to swoop in and say something snarky or tell you how wrong you're doing things. That has to go. That has to go. There's nothing wrong with it. And actually, it's great to help people out. But there's a nice way to do it. And of course you should be straightforward, right? You should always be straightforward with telling the people. But there's a nice way to do it, a tactful way to do it, and then a way that makes the people who got the information at least more than likely not happy they asked. So where am I going with this? It's a reminder that it's so important to realize that a lot of people have questions, and it's a risk to ask because you don't want to feel stupid. But if you don't ask, then you never know. So at least I'm going to work on making it easier for people who want to know and don't want to feel stupid to have the confidence to ask.